It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 18 carries, 85 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Myers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Robert Spillane making a big play. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce. Didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because it...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Allen to throw once more. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end. Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, it's Allen. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Allen again. Shoves him aside. And they'll get this down to the 10. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Operating from the gun. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin with a rematch of one of the better playoff games from this past season. The defending champs, Kansas City, on the road this time to take on Jacksonville. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that one, all tied. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half.
This one's
Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
On the return, here's Hall. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. First catch for the rookie Golden Domer. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. caught here by Adams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Here's Allen. This is caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Buffalo. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So after the INT, it's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw again. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to... Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone...
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Buffalo, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Browns and the Steelers on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home. The second of 2 games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone, The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle taken in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the sec. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Pickett.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finds Pickens out right.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting it all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And it is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pickett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding more on the out route for the completion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down and 6 now. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. Pickett now from the gun here.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Second down and 3. Here's Pickett.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Pickett back to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
This will be from 49 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. This 2nd and 4.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Harris running straight ahead. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Hopkins' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So here's Pickett and the Steelers.
Down 20-13. A minute 54 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw. Pass complete to Harris.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Pickett.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. On 3rd down, here's Harris as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's got Pickens complete.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, granted, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFL.
The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
To throw his Carr. And Thomas has it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. Carr now to throw. Going right back to Michael Thomas. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Carr going to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Here's the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Carr.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. A
throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, good move. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He'll keep it himself.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. This now a 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll set up to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Carr.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Carr completes it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Carr.
And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to throw again.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's Carr. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 14. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw.
He completes it to Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. In motion right is Thomas.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. It's week 2 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Returnable for Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Back onto the field come the Lions. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They go play action here on first down.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now inside the 25. Jamison Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As they've got it as we resume action. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He completes this to Walker.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
The Seahawks had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. He'll look to throw. Short throw to Disley. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
3rd and 9 here.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Boye Mafe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They're going to look to throw. This complete to Lockett. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
They'll look to throw here.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A good pickup there, a 22.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
They'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Well, flipped down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
A gear for Walker running right to about the 35, 2nd down.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to the Porter.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 9. 1:46 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be covered up by... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Yo. It's Vikings, let me see.